एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् गुह्यतमम् ओके इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् प्लीज रिपीट इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत ओम तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पंचदशोऽध्यायः।
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्ये नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। Please repeat the Shanti mantra. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaschakshuhu Shrotramatho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakurya Ma Brahma Nirakaro Anirakaranam Astva Nirakaranam Me Astu Tadatmani Nirateya Upanishadsu Dharmaha Te Mai Santu Te Mai Santu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Chant the first mantra. Om Keneshitam Patati Preshitam Manaha Kena Pranaha Pratamah Praiti Yuktaha Keneshitam Vachamimam Vadanti Chakshushrotram Kau Devo Yunakti Shrotrasya Shrotram Manaso Manoyat Vacho Vacham Sa O Pranasya Pranaha Chakshushakshuhu Atimuchya Dhiraha Pretyasmal Lokat Amrita Bhavanti Amrita Bhavanti Pretyasmat Loka Amrita Bhavanti. This Upanishad started at a high note. Not giving time for preparation. Because it expects us that we are already qualified. And the student here has thought sufficiently on the nature of the world. And therefore he asks a question that what is that which is enlivening the composition. This question will not come to ordinary person because he is stuck up in a part of the composition. I will use the word composition, Sanghat. Sanghat word is used where something is made of many components and all components are interdependent. Like our body is there. So body has lot of internal organs and external organ, and all are interdependent on each other. If you see our life, body, mind, sense organ, ahankar, buddhi, vasana, jnana, all are interdependent and therefore all are a part of a composition. I was using the word yesterday, assemblage. They are an assembly of lot of parts. So the question was that please see the question, when this assemblage does not have its own light or own consciousness, then there should be somebody other than that who is giving its light to them. And this question tells that this particular seeker is detached from the assemblage. You can think something objectively when you are detached from that. When you are attached to something, you can never think it as objectively. You will get involved. The moment you get involved, your thinking is blunted on that topic. So here the seeker is asking a question which is very pertinent. And he asks the question, what is that? Because of this whole assemblage is enlivened or is existing. I had discussed this topic. I hope you have reflected over it. Notes writing is a way to reflect on what you had heard. One or 2 points I will just mention. It may be a little advanced, but it is required here. One point is that here the seeker is interested in something true. And truth is defined as whose existence is independent, whose existence is not dependent on something else. That is called the truth. And the false is defined as whose existence is dependent on something else other than itself. Keep this one point in mind. Like body is there. So body is existing as long as mind is in it. If subtle body is taken out of the body, body will die out. And for the mind to express, you need a body. So body is dependent on mind for its existence, and mind is dependent on body for its expression. Sense organs are dependent on the outer object, and outer objects are dependent on sense organ for its knowledge. Right? Sense organ, mind is dependent on sanskar, vasana. Vasana is dependent on mind to give it input, then only vasana will be formed. So vasana cannot be formed unless mind is there or sense organs are there. So sense organ, mind, intellect, if you study, they are all mutually interdependent. Body, if your mind is not good, your body is affected. If body is not good, mind is affected. Mind, it decides as per your samskar. Samskar is formed as per what you have seen. Therefore we ask when we meet people and when I have to interview for the Vedanta course, etc. So I always ask about family. What was your upbringing? How was your upbringing? What did your father do? What did your mother do? From that, I try to find out what kind of environment this person was And through, I will see that kind of vasana he would have acquired. Because situation will make the vasana. If anybody has lived in a house or in a condition which was difficult or which was very fighting house is there, so the child will have a different kind of samskar. He will always be somewhere a rebel is there, I see in him. Because he didn't get that love from father or mother, whatever the case may be. I mean, it is not general, I'm just giving very broad view. Possible. Or he is not good in studies, supposing. So he was looked down by the other students. There is a silent anger regarding that also, that why I was mocked when I was not good in studies. So you are not one person just coming randomly, dropping from somewhere. We have educational background, we have family background, we have financial background, we have health issues, we have sibling issues. Supposing your sibling was too good in the studies and you were not, or you were too good, he was not. All affects your mind. Or which kind of house you were in. Was the environment of puja there? Saints were coming. What talk was in the house? What was the talk going on in the house? What was the sleeping pattern in the house? What was the eating pattern in the house? That all effect, and it has made you today what you are. What was the educational status of your family? So many other things are there. So your vasanas are also made by the situation, I just want to say like that. Your vasanas are also dependent on the sense organ, mind and the outer situation. So if you see this sanghat, you will see that they are all interdependent. One more point where I want to extend this sanghat. I had mentioned yesterday, sanghat means composition, assemblage, all are synonymous word. Body, sense organ, mind, intellect, ahankar, samskara, jnana. This I said. I'll extend it little more. Why? When I say sense organ, eyes, so the form also forms a part of a composition. World of form, which is external to eyes. World of sound. Because world of sound cannot be known unless these eyes are there. And unless world of form is there, eyes also will not be there. If you don't use the eyes will be not functional. If you stop walking, your leg will go bad. Therefore, doctor will say, keep on walking. Even you are patient, walk. If you stop lifting something, your hand will not be able to lift. If you stop eating something, little food will create a problem. So external world is also associated with your internal world. So world of words, world of word, not word of word. I'm saying world of word, world of touch, world of form, world of taste, and world of smell, which is called Panch Mahabhut. They are also a part of the composition. I'm extending it now. Let look here. So what you call as Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Ras, Gandh, that is also a part of the whole thing. Another point. Now the composition has become very big now. That means space is also part of composition, because the sound requires the space. Water also is, ocean, everything is in composition. Let me go a little further now. Hiranyagarbha is also part of composition, because microscopic thought cannot be without the macroscopic thought. The Vyashti cannot live without a Samashti. So microscopic thought which comes in my mind, maybe it may be a drop in the ocean, but it is a part of the total mind, and therefore Hiranyagarbha is also a part of a composition. Second point. Therefore, Apanchikrit Panch Mahabhut is also part of the composition. Second point. Third point. When I say Agyan or Samskar, at the microscopic level it is called Maya or Prakriti. Cosmic impression gainer, where the cosmic impression is there. Like I have an impression of my life or my past, so there is an impression of the whole world is in that is called Prakriti or Agyan or Pradhan for Sankhya. That also is a part of a composition. Now the composition has become very big. Please note, they are all dependent now. The Hiranyagarbha is also dependent on the microscopic. Macroscopic is made out of microscopic. Therefore Hiranyagarbha are also connected to me. And now the point is, because they all are interdependent on each other, therefore they all are false. This is a very big point. You may get little shock, but you have to hear these things. And they are changing, and they are not real. And they fall in O-M-A-C-T. They are objective, they are material, they have attribute, they are changing, and they are transient. That means Drishyatvat, Bhautikatvat, Sagunatvat, Savikaratvat, and Agama Painatvat. Tvat means because of. Now when this is said, all are enlivened by something. All. So now, what 7 was there? 7 microscopic. So you can add 3. So almost 10 you can say. So they all are enlivened by something which is not a part of this. That means that which is the enlivener of all should not be sense organ, should not be 5 element, should not be Hiranyagarbha, should not be samskar, should not be in space, should not be in time, should not be sound, should not be having a form, should not be having a taste. You can't say Atma is very tasty. Should not be having some kind of experience of the thought. What I experienced last night, when light came in my mind, I think the Atma shone in my Atma chamak rahi thi. So I said, now where it is? Bole gayi. So it is Agama Paina. It cannot be Atma. It may be some experience, good experience. I have no problem with that. Some Devata may come in the dream. Some saint may come in the dream. Some God may come in the dream. I have no problem to guide you, to inspire you. Maybe. If you are very pure. But that is not the self. That is not the truth. The truth will be one subject, that means it is I, number one. Number two, when it is not material, that means it is not in space. And that makes the topic little difficult. Because to think something not in space and is there is where mind collapses. Mind is habituated to thinking in time and space. We are habituated to thinking in frame. Anybody we see, we say, where you live, where, how old are you? Although you don't ask this, but in mind you feel. In mind you feel. Even my age you must be feeling, how old is Swamiji? If, although many of you know that, unfortunately. So, but unfortunately, whatever is the case there, I have no problem. But this, when you saw me first, you must know, how old is Swamiji? And what you must have thought was not right. Immediately you put in time and frame. What you do. When I see somebody ask what you do, what you were doing, why action you have attributed. Where you are coming from, which place you are there. So you immediately associate cause and effect. We are habituated in defining like that. And in good house we see, we say, when was this made low? When? I see one photograph on my screen, in my laptop, the photo changes automatically. I don't know why it changes. It's some kind of setting is there. So automatically it changes. Sometime bridge will be there, sometime hill will be there, sometime ocean is there, sometime river. But when I see it, first question, where is it from? Although I'm not very scenic kind of person who love lot of sceneries and going out and ocean lover or tree lover or not, that mind is not there. But still question comes, ये कहाँ की photo है? Is it from France? It is from this South America. Where is there? Now we are, so much samskar is there. When I talk about that in Livener, this is the problem where seekers, maximum seeker, objectify Atma. They think of something, and therefore this mantra deliberately avoided any word like he is the illuminator. He uses the word Shotrasya Shotram. Please note my point. Please note. One more point is written here. So that Atma should be subject, it should not be five elemental. It should be not having akar, it should be nirgun, it should be nirakar, it should not come and go. This is a simple conclusion, non-O, non-A, etc., which I already explained. And can you imagine something not in space, and that you are? The challenge is, I think I am in space, I am in Durban, I am in America, I am in what is it called, San Jose, or I am in Shanghai, whatever is there. But I am not here. Can you objectify the space and say I am not in space? And this is the point which we have to note it. And if this self is there, because it has to be independent, it is not dependent on anything, and therefore it is true. Whether you are child, whether you are youth, it is not dependent on any of that factors to express or to be there. I hope this point is little more clearer. You think I am not in time? Always I think I was born. My DOB is there. DOB, date of birth. I was born in 1971. In Amavasya night. Therefore I am not that much bright. Somebody told me like that. He said, because I have born in Amavasya, therefore my brightness, it has affected my brightness. I keep on smiling. I said, kya hai? People ask, why you don't have TV in the ashram. I said, sufficient entertainment is all around. You don't need. Now one point is there. Those who have book, please, 20th page you open. That book, Shankaracharya Bhashya book, 20th page, with Anand Giriji's Tika is there. And this you must have, you made underlined. First line you see, श्रोत्रादिभिः असंहतः यत् प्रयोजन प्रयुक्तः श्रोत्रादि कलापः ग्रहादि वदति फुल स्टॉप संहतानां परार्थत्वात् अवगम्यते. This is a very key point. If you have underlined it, you have underlined it. You know what is the meaning here? Any composition is for something which is not a part of composition. This I have been quoting in other classes also. And this is very crux point of Vedanta. Try to catch it. If you catch, you will win match. It is meaning here, any composition is, that means there is something existing other than the composition. It is for something which is not a part of a composition. An example is given Grahadivat. Like house is there. So house is made out of window, door, carpet, wall, terrace, maybe chair, table, bed, lounge, etc., etc. But all parts of that composition called house is for none of the part of the house. It is for householder who is not a part of composition. Householder is not a chair, householder is not a wall, householder is not a table, householder is not a window, householder is not a door. I hope this point is clear. Isko pakadna. And it is such a golden principle, if by God's grace. Think of any composition. Think of a car. Car has so many things. This has accessories also. Accessories. There is a car mat, there is a wiper, there is a window, there is a door, there is a table is not there. The chair, car chair is there. There is a boot is there. Wheel is there. Engine is there. But all are for somebody who is not a part of a composition called car. And he is called car holder or the master of the car. Very good. Clear? Let us come to the body. Body pe aa jao. Body has lot of composition is there, body. Even gross body is full of composition. It has kidney, it has liver, it has pancreas, it has stomach, it has large intestines, it has small intestines, it has eyes, it has nose, it has tongue, it has so many elements are there. But it is the house of somebody who is not a part of the body called Jiv. Jiv comes and goes away. He has left the house. Only thing, it cannot be used by somebody. Other house can be used. But when you leave the body, nobody else can occupy your body. Thank God. Otherwise, in my body, somebody else will do something. I don't know that person who has come in my body, what he will do. He'll give me bad name. The body will be confused. This is the original one or another one has come. So therefore, Bhagavan said, dispose of, use and throw. But it is बोली दूसरे वाले आए गए, स्वामी जी नहीं है ये दूसरे कोई आ गया इसमें, some other soul has entered. वो चले गए, ये दूसरे वाले आए हैं, ऐसा तो नहीं है. If you have got these principles, see, I am not going to the detailed bhashya. I told you 92 classes it took to take the bhashya. But those who are students here, I think lot of marking must be there in your book. And if you see my book, it is more than your marking. Because lot of anvay is there, mark is there, this goes with this, there is a full stop here. Vedanta studies are very different kind. Brahmachari's studies are very serious and very intense. Those who have come, you must have seen that. But main point of that bhashya, I am trying to put it without going too much into deep Sanskrit. I am not using the words. We have to complete it also. Only with this speed doesn't appear it will be completed. No, don't worry. Samvatanam pararthatvat avagamyate. Now, if this composition is there, 7 plus 3, imagine that. Now you tell me, there should be someone who should be different than 5 element, different than mind, different than intellect, different than agyan, different than prakriti, different than hiranyagarbha. And that should not go and come. If it goes, it will become a part of composition. It should not be material. It should not be having any shape. It should not be having any quality. It should not be having any objectivity. Otherwise, it will fall into composition then. Then I have to search for somebody else. Number one, it should be Chetan. And it should because it cannot have a shape, therefore it should be Nirakar. Because it cannot have a time, therefore it has to be eternal. Therefore it should be omnipresent. I try to think of that. And that cannot be objectified. Very important point. You can't say this is that. I am. That is my own nature there. And please note, if it is real, because it is real now, because it doesn't come and go, its light is God. Spaceness that is the spaceness. Because of which space is getting existence, because of which time is getting everybody's existence is because of this only. Like in screen's existence is transferred on the film. Similarly, this existence and this consciousness is expressing through everything in this world. Like I am seeing my hand, my body, it is existing. It is not hand's existence. It is the existence of the self which is reflecting in the hand. His face is very bright. It is not face is not bright. That Atma expressing to the face is bright. Otherwise, it is not bright. It is only a 5 element. Bas. Everything is knowledge only here. When you say, I have knowledge, see the space is so big, I see the space. You have a knowledge of a space. But knowledge, space is there. This isness is this part. Isness. Air is there. Isness is this uncontaminated by this composition. I hope this point is very clear. Shrotrasya Shrotram. This is not another very important point. What people think, it is not one ear illuminating another ear. So only one is there. So one consciousness All knowledges are expression of that one knowledge only. Like one TV screen is there. It is a simple plain screen, and supposing it is lit. In that screen, man, woman, child, all are expression of one light only. If this is clear, you will not localize your Atma. And if it is clear, you can't say your Atma is different, my Atma is different. I have African Atma, you have Indian Atma. I have a male Atma, you have female Atma. I have a high class Atma, you are a low class Atma. Oh, I have a modern Atma. You have an old Atma. This is how we differentiate. I have a South Indian Atma, you have a North Indian Atma. No, I have a Gujarati Atma. You have a Gujarati Atma, yes. You cannot say like that. There is no differentiation existing in that. All differentiation starts at another level. It is illuminating all differences. It is illumination. The second mantra is the Bij mantra of the whole Upanishad. Whole Upanishad will be built on this, therefore I am taking time. This is the basis. If you have not understood this, other mantras will be difficult to get into it. So all light, all knowledge which is coming, you have only whole day, you are only having knowledge. Only thing you are not aware that I am having only knowledge. You are more concerned knowledge of something. You put off and then you are off. The moment you are put the knowledge off, then it is off. It is knowledge without off. It is knowledge without from. It is knowledge without by. If you can come to that portion, then you are a Vedantin. And that requires too much of dispassion. Yesterday also I told you. Now please tell me. This is a little subtler, but you have to hear. I can't help it. Well, why did you take this Upanishad? All Upanishads are like that. And Kenopanishad had little preparation in the beginning. I took last SUP course, Kenopanishad. I was thinking which one to take. Ishavas already is going on. So Kenopanishad already done. Mundak already reservoir we have started. Manduk out of question. Kenopanishad also is not that easy. It is very complicated. So Upanishad goes like that. हम क्या करें उसके लिए? So what I am going to say, now you have to hear it. You may not get it, or if you get it, it's fine. If you don't get it, don't worry. Don't strain yourself. Life is just when you live the life for loving the truth and for loving God, you will have no strain in your living. Strain is an expression of you are going away from some kind of fact. Therefore, if you have rag and dvesh, kam and krodh, you will struggle because you are seeing joy in something else. I want money. Why you are straining yourself? Why you are straining yourself? Somebody asked me one day, you don't want to go to America. I said, why should I strain myself? Moment I think I have to go there, at that time want will make me uncomfortable with me right now. I want to enjoy myself completely today, now, in completeness. So why should I desire something? When I am having my God in me, then why should I postpone it? That I will go there and then I will be happy. When I go to India, then I will be happy one day. When I go to some place, then today is the best day. Now what I am going to say. When I use the word today, now reality and false. Therefore, mithya word has come from mitha siddha, proved by something else. Mithya word, see it's a word, Sanskrit word uses mithya. From that Maithun also has come. Where two are involved. That is called Maithun. Mithya, mitha siddham, proved by some. If world is not proved, world is interproven by itself. And the light in the world is not of the world. It is of this consciousness which is behind it. Then the world is not something. When you say it is a false thing, what you use? I think this is only in your mind. Well, I heard yesterday, what? Somebody knocking my door. When? 2 o'clock in the night. 2 o'clock, yes. In the night. Which door? Not door, but the window at the back, that window somebody knocked. Where the nature reserve is there. So that window, 4 times they knocked. Sure. But how can it be there? The alarm system is there. No, therefore alarm went off at 2:30. I don't know why it went off. Huh? Something anyway tell. Alarm went off at 2:30. Well, no, all is in your mind, nothing is there. And initially in the night when you hear one sound once, you only think, I think I'm imagining. But when it comes second time and third time, then you don't think it is imagining. What is false is only a thought. It's not concrete. If you say world is a false, all composition is a thought, then it is only a thought. Number 1 point. I told you it will be difficult. But you just keep it in your mind. Vedanta class are like that. Well, I find it very difficult. Never mind, never. Everything is not understood. We take 20 years to understand this. And it is a 13, 14 day you want to do only everything. Between me and this book, what is there? Or between me and this book, what is there? Huh? The space is there and mic is there and here we have here kar lete hain. Everything is there. But I miss to see glasses are there. When some conditioning is very close, you miss to see that you are seeing through that. Your mind is only a glass. In the deep sleep you take it out and there is no world. If the mind is only a glass, it respects spectacles. When I say mind, that means sense organ also. If some upadhi is too close, supposing you are putting on lenses, then you will never think that between me and there is a lens, because that is too close to you. You are putting on lenses. Dekho. You are putting on lenses. Who else is having lenses? Nobody else. You don't. I also tried with lenses, but somehow we were not compatible. So I also tried a lot. And then Dr. Dilip said, I think COVID is there. You better don't use lenses for some time. Infection, etc. I got a golden opportunity to run away. So, when some upadhi is too close to you and you are using it constantly you will forget that I am seeing through that. You also use lenses. No. Got my point? Any conditioning which is too close. Supposing earlier these lenses was not there. Glasses, there used to be lens. Physical, there used to be glass like this. Earlier days, 200 years back. And they used to see the like this. Instead of having sophisticated glasses, etc. They must be more aware that I am seeing through this. But when glasses came, lenses came, and then I am not very aware because it is too close, I am seeing through that. So that unchanging, subjective consciousness is having a lens of this composition. And after that lens, it is seeing the world, it is seeing that ahankar. I have forgotten that. And this ignorant person has forgotten that non-composed I, non-composed I, non-material I, non-attribute I, non-transient I, non-changing, and I have become one small part of that composition and acting as one person or an entity. And this was my mistake, because I am acting as a false one. I am a false I. False I is going in the false world to get a false object and define myself falsely by somebody. To the false wife, I am defining a false husband. To the false husband, I am defining a false wife. To the false fame, I am defining my false position. Through false, I am becoming a false. And false is that which doesn't stand. It disappears. Then you say, I lost my son, I lost my daughter, I lost the wife, I lost my old age. No, sorry, I lost my young age. Nobody experienced I lost my old age. Others experience. I lost. That thing is not there. That experience is not there. Wow, sahab, kya din the? What days they were in 1950s. We used to go in the garden. We used to run around as a small child. Acha, yes, there was a time. Once upon a time. Acha, now you tell your story. Who wants to hear that? No, we want that, that time we used to run around in the mango orchard and we used to pluck the mangoes and eat the mangoes. And that was a time, such a free time. It won't come. Why? Anything false cannot be repeated. Don't say like that. Can you repeat the dream? Can you repeat yesterday's experiences? Sometimes they say, Swamiji, as you told in that class, can you repeat it? I said, I cannot repeat the words. I can't give that experience. After Gita was over, Arjuna asked Bhagavan that repeat Gita. Arjuna said, I can't repeat. Bhagavan said, I cannot repeat. I tell you another Gita. So Anu Gita was there. He told another Gita. It comes in Mahabharata. Same Gita expressed different. He said, repeat exactly the same way. Name partha asti kartavyam. I cannot do that. What you cannot repeat is false. Even your sorrows cannot repeat. Cry in the Mayan you had cried last time. Same flow of tears. You won't have. You had cried last time, whenever it was, and the flow was there regulated. Same flow, same experience, you can't have. Same joke, you cannot laugh in the same manner as you heard it first time. No experience can be repeated, it is false. And on this false, I have attachment, I have aversion, I have dislike, I have likes, I have antipathy, I have sympathy. Huh? I say he is my son, she is my daughter, you are very close. Kisko bol rahe ho close aap? Whom are you saying you are close and you are far away? Whom are you saying? Sharam nahi aati? I'm not saying Upanishad is saying. ये तो वनवासी लोगों की विद्या थी. This was the knowledge for the people who lived in the forest and near Gangakin. This was not for the one who were living too much with a hectic lifestyle. Morning Upanishad, whole day office, evening, then I'll come back with my own champagne. वैसा नहीं होगा. This needs a contemplation. This needs a silence. This needs a total detachment from the world. And therefore, let's see, Atimuchya dhiraha. See the word here. Try to catch each word. Dhiraha. Dhiraha means who has mastered third chapter by Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, third chapter. 9th chapter Upasana Yoga. He is Dhira. He has crossed the class of Karma Yoga. That means Rag and Dvesh are very loose. He is not having a shackles of I don't like you and I like you a lot. There is no push-pull in the mind. Mind is free. Maybe not focused, but free. Karma Yoga makes your mind free from object, person, action, achievement, failure. Anxiety is not there. Why? I don't have to get anything, so I have to be anxious about that. Fear is not there. I don't have to lose. I'm not very anxious about it. I'm not very passionate about worldly matters. I'm not very angry on anybody. Why? Because I don't want you. Anger will be result when you want somebody and you don't get. Sadness will be result when you wanted something and you have no hope of getting now. You are quite free from world. That is a fruit of karma yoga. Muchyante teapi karma bhi. Dhira I am describing. Upasana yoga is there, one who has learned how to go deep in his mind with the closed eyes also. Chanchalya rahitam is there. His mind he can entertain one thought for a long time. Upasana yoga. Dhiraha. He is qualified now. He is not the one who is closing his eyes and mind is running around here. Karma yoga makes you free from the world, living in the world. You go with no hope and no expectation that he should consider you good. You don't consider me good. He will drop you, let me drop you. He will love you, let me love you. He likes you a lot. He doesn't like you. Good time has come, very good. Bad time has come, very good. Disease has come, very good. He has removed that ego factor which catches or throws, repels and attracts. Ego's work is high attachment and high repulsion. I just don't want to see you. I just want to see you every day. You will have to live with me in my room only. You are my son. I want to see you today is my birthday. You didn't come and see me. Your birth, why give me problem? People's birthday are problem. They say, Swami, did not call me. I don't call anybody in my birthday. Please understand that. Neither I remember. Well, you didn't call me. In your birthday, I called you. And then my birthday is there. That day, my God, so much phone calls. I have to put it off and rest. Karma yoga makes you little matured. Maturity is being unaffected. And upasana makes you deep. So one makes you detached, other makes you attached to God. And this is called dhira. So this person who has come for the class, he will not go away after 15th July. Because he has nothing to do. There is nothing to attain in the world. None is stopping. He has no wife to attend to, no house, no answerability, no business, nothing, because he has now freed himself. He will eat any little thing what is required. Why to make such a fuss for eating small things? Twice a day I have to eat and I have to do such a 8-hour, 9-hour job. Little food, little clothes and little shelter I need. Why shouldn't I give my time here totally? I'm not giving hints. I'm just telling the state of that person. अच्छा लग रहा है ना सुन के? हाँ, ये धीरा है. Pretasmat lokat atimuccha dhira. Each word you have to see in the context. He has mastered 3rd chapter. He has mastered 9th chapter of Gita. 9th chapter is on upasana, especially after 4th month, 4th shlok. And 3rd chapter is heavily on karma yoga. Those who have read it, they will know. Those who have not read, they will read it after my. Dhira. And when this person walks in the Vedanta class and he hears this, he is delighted because he can hold. It's a practice of holding the thought. When you say, I'm devotee of Lord Shiva, that means you hold the thought of Lord Shiva for a long time. Now he has a practice of holding a higher thought. So when he goes back in his room, he can hold the thought, okay, that which is not a part of composition, it is non-objectifiable. And its light emanates everywhere. Not in space. That I am. In this body is just a shadow on that consciousness. This body is one of the shadows which I had among the many shadows. And this mind is up and down, that is another shadow because it will not be there. Only one truth is there. Everything other than one truth is all false. And therefore he can leave atimuchya. Oh, time is over. We'll see more tomorrow. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari